Hi Gemini, I hope you have had a wonderful week. My name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently than I normally do. I usually focus on the internal journey, internal blocks that we might have in manifesting our desires and dreams. But this week I'm going to focus on relationships. So please let me know in the comments below if you like this and click the like button if this resonates, and of course subscribe as well. And if you've been with me before, you can skip ahead. I just have to welcome all the newbies that have come on. I really appreciate you, and just have to let you know that of course this is general. You can swap around the characters, and my readings aren't date specific. So you can look back at my previous readings I have done and also check out your moon and rising sign. I also do private readings. So if you would like a private reading with me, all you have to do is send me a short, sweet email, and my email address is down below, and I will get back to you within 24 hours or less. And I believe that's basically it. So let's just dive right in and see what the overall energy is between you and your significant other. And the thing that I didn't mention is that this could be love, romantic relationships, or work or family. But the card that you got, Gemini, is Passion. I normally like to get 2 cards, so let's see if we can get another. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, okay. We have Gaia and empowerment. Very interesting. So, I am now going to jump over to Amira's Love Oracle deck to see if we could get more information on this. But you obviously, there's a lot of passion. I personally am feeling a bit of like angry feelings here. And there's a need for you to take back your power, Gemini, and get grounded, to get your power back. That's kind of the overall energy that I'm feeling. So we have union, we have short term. I don't know if the relationship is a short term relationship, or if this anger, if this dispute or fight or energy is going to be short term. We will see. And we also have, don't pay attention to the gender as much, but this is just like a youthful person, so they might be younger than you, perhaps. But maybe this is just a person that usually makes you feel younger at heart, maybe, perhaps. Ooh, this is interesting. Spiritual gifts, spiritual growth, spiritual gifts coming online. Or maybe that this person is, yeah, I just feel like this person is helping you get your spiritual gifts to come back online. And as I get your advice card for the week, I'm just getting all the cards, and then we're just going to dive right in, okay, Jem? But as I'm shuffling the cards here, I just would like to share with you that I have partnered up with an amazing company, and if you use my coupon code, you're going to get 30% off, and it's all stuff that I feel like all of you guys would really love, like crystals, healing, crystal jewelry that you can wear, like necklaces and everything like that that's going to help you. Sage, there's jewelry, clothing, singing bowls, perfume, journals, essential oils, candles, wind chimes, and so much more. And every single purchase goes to a great cause. It goes to malnutrition children in India who are susceptible to vitamin A deficiency disorder, which is the #1 cause to childhood blindness and death. So if you do decide to go through their store and buy something and use my coupon code, your money is going to a great cause. And of course, I am going to get a little bit of a kickback, a little bit of a commission from that at no extra cost to you, and you're getting 30% off of anything that you order from them. So I just thought I'd share this amazing gift, and it's definitely a cause that's close to my heart. And I'm just really, really thankful that I get to, help out in that small way. So anyway, back to your reading, Gemini. for the advice that you have is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, and I'm not religious. Nothing against religion. I'm just not. So just so you know. So Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying the foundations, divine plan. Wow. And then the second card you got is play. Ooh, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, Gem. Just lighten up, which, you know, can be kind of irritating to hear. To hear sometimes if you're kind of peeved. Now, for my last oracle deck, for my last trick, I'm going to use Brian Froud's Fairies. This is where it gets really juicy. Yeah, we have Mickle Muckle, being playful, being childlike. So yeah, this is very interesting because this is making more sense. We have the Master Maker here, which could make sense why I was feeling a bit of anger. But let's just get more cards. I will explain more. The Master Maker is like my Olympic coach, pushing you towards excellence, which would make sense with all the spiritual gifts coming online. Very interesting. We have the Soul Shrinker here, which can denote, you know, criticism, gossip, just words and stuff that leaves a sour taste in your mouth. We have Geo the Slow, patience. And let me see if we can get a few more here. What's with this Soul Shrinker? I'm not really getting, it just seems like an overall energy. It doesn't really seem to be a part of like really your energy or their energy. It's just like an energy that you're dealing with. We have Path the Footer, get grounded, yep. With the Gaia, Earth Energy. Why is this Soul Shrinker here? Or can we give more information about? Okay, well, you're going to come out on top this week, or after whatever this is, whatever this, this anger, this, I feel like it's coming up to this pressure point. But yeah, this is achieving the impossible, Gem. So, all right, let's just dive in, shall we? Okay, so you started out with the Passion card, but I'm getting a lot of heat, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration off of this card, personally. But it's not a bad thing. I don't feel like there's a lot of, I feel like it's more on your side, Gemini. I feel like it's mostly like internal turmoil and conflict. I'm not quite sure how it relates to this person, to this younger energy here. So yeah, I'm still not sure if this is like someone that you've been dating or a coworker or a family member. I'm not really sure about this person, and I'm not sure if this person, because yeah, just everything, it's not quite clear yet. They're not giving me a whole lot of information, but basically something is creating this inner turmoil within you. But it's actually a good thing I'm getting. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of external drama or conflict or anything like that. It's more of you really, really wanting something and it kind of feeling a little bit difficult. And yeah, it's just more of like this frustrating thing. And I don't, it just seems like, yeah, it's hard to say. They aren't really giving me a whole lot of information, but this anger, this frustration, whatever it is, all has to do with you feeling a lack of empowerment. So this is actually really deep. I actually can feel someone around you, Gem, that really loves you and is really supportive of you. At the same time, they're very aware that this is a journey that you have to go on yourself. and they're cheering you on. I'm kind of wondering if they're like an earthy element. They might have some earth in their chart, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, because they seem to, and that would make sense with Geo the Slow, which is very earthy energy. Anyway, it seems like they're mostly silent about this and know that, okay, so yeah, this is becoming clear. So this point, this area, it's mostly about you, not so much about this other person. But for their, maybe for their age, despite their youthful energy, I'll just say it that way, they are very wise and they are very mature. And they know that this experience that you're going through, this spiritual awakening of some kind, is temporary for you, and they're sticking by you, and they seem to be in it for the long haul with you. I still have no idea if this is someone you're dating, a family member, or a coworker. I have no idea, Jem. It's going to be different for all of you, I suppose. But they understand. They understand that this is a personal process that you have to go through, and this is all about reclaiming your power, basically. But it seems for you personally, it's a rather frustrating experience. And yeah, they're not really giving me much information besides that it has to do with your empowerment, taking your power back. So I don't know if this has to do with boundaries. You know, it's something about claiming something that's yours, that has always been yours, and that was taken away from you. And I think that's where the anger is coming in. It's a rather gritty feeling that you're feeling, but it's good. It's good. This frustration, this anger, whatever it is for you, is good, and you are stepping into that empowerment. But it's not because there's grit associated in this reading. That tells me that you aren't completely plugged into your empowerment yet. You're still getting there. You haven't reached the peak of the mountain yet. You're still climbing up that mountain. And so, yeah, this is very interesting. But the key for you, Gemini, you beautiful, beautiful person, is going to be to ground yourself in some way, and know that it's all going to work out, and that you are getting there. You are going to get there. And what you're in the process of claiming is, you are going to claim it. It is going to become yours, and you are going to, get the salary you deserve, get the, whatever it is. And there's this theme of something that has been taken away from you. And so maybe it's not the exact thing that was taken away from you that you're going to get back, but it's going to be the equivalent of that. And I'm also hearing that it's going to be way more and way better than what was taken from you. It's the reward that's coming is going to be so much better and so much bigger than what was taken from you. Okay. So hopefully that can kind of ease this feeling within you. And not that it's a bad thing at all. I think it's a very empowering stance to have. You're very determined. You have that perseverance, and that confident attitude that this thing is going to be yours. This feels like a very deep, profound thing, like just some kind of birthright that was taken away from you. Just some kind of injustice, basically, some kind of injustice, and you're reclaiming that, and what you're going to get back is far better and bigger than whatever was taken away from you. So all the coal is going to be replaced with gems and pearls, as I like to say. So I do want to say that this person, whoever they are, is very committed to you, and sees a future with you. And yeah, I'm still not, even though we have wedding rings here, I'm not getting any information really, because it's going to be different for all of you. It's a general reading. So this could be a person that you're dating, it could be a family member, it could be a coworker. They're just totally with you. They have your back. But it seems like they're playing a very, they're not saying much, but their energy is there. It is here with you, backing you up and cheering you on. And they know and they understand that this is a personal journey that you have to go through on your own, internally, but they're here for moral support, because they understand that they can't do it for you no matter how much they wish that they could. But they're, yeah, this just total support, and they understand that this experience, this process that you're going through is short term. It's not going to be forever, and that you are going to pull through it. And this reclamation of empowerment of your personal power, that might not be the right wording for you, but yeah, this reclamation of your freedom, of your joy, of your emotional nourishment, of your just security and safety, whatever it is, of your childhood, of your innocence, of your whatever it is. It's this whole process is helping your spiritual gifts come online, and your gifts, what you're reclaiming, is coming towards you. There are amazing gifts that are on the way, and this is becoming a very highly spiritual process and experience for you, Gem. It might not feel that way, but out of it, that's one of the gifts that are going to come online for you. That's just one of the many things that is going to be part of this reclamation. That's going to be part of this sense of justice. And yeah, that's just how they're wanting me to say it. So yeah, I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, it could be this, it could be card reading, it could be certain psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all sorts of things that are going to, ultimately, there are certain abilities and skills that are coming online for you that eventually, you're going to be able to monetize and profit from, and financially, yes, and but most importantly, emotionally, this is going to be, it's all part of your life purpose, Gemini. This whole process, like, I almost want to say that it has this like prophecy kind of vibe to it. Like, it was all kind of just like written out in the stars that you would go through this process, so that you could have these amazing gifts and this amazing knowledge and wisdom, so you could fulfill your life purpose of blank. So this is all much bigger than just you. This is, life purpose, life intention, like the reason you were born type of energy. So this is really amazing. Which would make sense why we got Anna, grandmother of Jesus, because this process that you're going through is laying the foundation of everything that you are in the process of creating. And so yeah, there is this major sense of foundation and things starting to solidify in your life and become stable and more secure, emotionally, financially, in your relationships, just like maybe even your nervous system, your health. All of these aspects are really starting to solidify and become more and more stable and strong. But there is this element of playing, of being light, of spending time in nature, of doing the things that you used to do when you were a child, and really connecting with the self, and dancing, doing all of that creative stuff. So that pretty much covers Mikkel and Muckle. This is just playful energy. Yeah. Playful energy, and just getting back into your innocence again. Before, this is very dark energy, to feel that something was taken away from you. That's a very heavy energy, and really doesn't, it really doesn't serve you anymore, Gemini, no matter how true it is. And it's just, it's totally valid, but there is this lightening of the load here because of these gifts that are coming back. And so it's really important for you to just start to let all of this go, because everything's going to come into balance, you know. And you are going to get what you like truly deserve and what your birthright is, which is going to be bigger and better than, you know, everything that I was saying. So yeah, it's important for you to just, you know, this is all about redemption and purification and cleansing and just almost I'm getting Frodo in the Lord of the Rings. You know, he went through this really dark, awful journey and process of throwing the ring into the fire, into the volcano, into the lava, and he was rescued, and he went back to Riverdale where he got healed, and then he went back to the Shire, and it was just like all of that horrible, nasty, heavy stuff just got cleansed away, and he just got to be a hobbit again and just be light and free. And so that's kind of like the energy that you're entering into. So it's just this total purification process of just like everything being wiped clean, and you get to just be a child again and be more carefree and be softer and curious and all of that beautiful stuff. So, all right. I wish we could have ended on that. That was just so wonderful. We'll come back to it, okay, Jem? So we have the Master Maker here, and I feel like this is the gritty thing that I was feeling with this frustration. You know, it's like you're almost at the peak of the mountain, you're almost at the top, and you've almost got it. You almost have it. And there's just this energy that's just really pushing you towards your excellence, to really the reason why there is such a big push is because there is this soul shrinker energy that's around you. And I am feeling that this is for you specifically, Gemini. This is, I want to say, like futility, powerlessness, self-defeatism, doubt, like crippling doubt, maybe, you know, things just closing in on you, this type of energy. And so that's why the Master Maker has come in and is just like, don't pay attention to this energy, you know, just keep going, keep your eye on the prize, and keep fighting for that freedom. I am feeling that there is a sense to fight. To, I mean, that could be contradictory to spirituality and love and all of that, but there is this need to fight for it, to fight, to, maybe fight isn't the right word, but to be determined and have that perseverance, and just be locked in on what it is that you want, and not let this fear or doubt or insecurity or powerless or futility get a hold of you, because it really can't, unless you allow it to. If you have any thoughts that it can latch onto, that are vulnerable, that are like, that kind of like are, well, maybe I am, or maybe this is futile, or maybe I can't do it. That's when this energy latches on. That's its opportunity to latch on. But if you know with every fiber of your being that this holds no water, then it holds no water. It can't get you. It can't touch you. It's just like, it can't touch you, and you're untouchable. No matter the traumas and the darkness that, you know, I would say that most of us, or all of us, come to face at one point in time, it can never ever truly touch our soul and our spirit. And I hope that that's very comforting to you, because there is this sense of reclaiming your childhood and innocence and purity, and letting go of that really heavy load, carrying a burden that wasn't yours to carry. And so there is a need for you to really, really believe it. And that's the fight. That is the fight of facing all of that within yourself, facing all of those doubts and insecurities that kind of go, am I? Or is that true? Because that doubt, that questioning of yourself, that's where this thing can really grab hold. But if you know that you're innocent, that you're deserving of everything that you're wanting, that you are going to get there, that you are loved, that whatever it is that you want, you can have, whatever it is that you need to know, then you're just untouchable, Gemini. You absolutely are. And even when it feels like it's gripping you, when maybe you just have this flicker of doubt inside of you, it's really not, because nothing can really touch you. Not really. But it can feel that way, certainly. But the more that you believe in yourself, the more that you know what you need to know, what's really true about you, then I'm getting tingles. Then then these two energies will just fall away, because then you just know it. You just know it, and nothing can touch you, and you're not having to fight for something. I'm getting a vision of someone in the hospital that is really, really sick and having to fight for their life. It's that kind of fight, where they're in this kind of limbo state where they can either go into non-physical or they can choose to stay. But if they're going to choose to stay, they really have to choose it. And this is the energy that you're in. And you have to treat yourself like a terminally ill patient. You have to really choose life. If you really want to live, if you really want to reach the peak of that mountain, if you really want to come into full union with yourself, full union, this is union with self, Gem. Then you really have to choose it. You really do. And that's the fight. You really have to just, there's this tipping point, and I think it happens to all of us who are on this spiritual journey, where we really have to choose life. We have to really choose to live fully and just go for it. YOLO, you only live once. So yeah, there is this, you really have to choose, not to be a repeating record, I just really wanted to drive this home. You really have to choose with every single decision that you make that you're just going to live as fully as possible, and you're just going to let go of fear. And there's a difference between, feeling kind of scared of doing something and fear, crippling fear. And that's the fear that just needs to let go. We all feel scared and timid and all of that stuff, which is completely fine. And we can decide to have courage and to feel that nervousness, or that kind of feeling a little bit scared, and doing the right thing anyway. But this is, something a lot heavier, which I'm sure that you understand. So anyway, next up we have Geo the Slow. So I'm actually feeling that this long check of a journey to Isengard, I feel like you, in a way, oh my god, I just love this. You've already thrown the ring in the fire. You've already thrown the ring in the fire, Jem. Okay? And this is a mental thing that you've been doing. You've been reclaiming and believing that whatever this thing that you want is yours. You're kind of having to unteach yourself that this never belonged to you. This heavy burden and weight never belonged to you, and whatever this energy was telling you and conditioning you to believe about yourself was not true, not true. And so now it's kind of like an unlearning process that you're having to go through in the mind. You've already done the physical act, whatever it is, that is over. But now there's like a healing that is having to take place in the mind, an unlearning, a letting go of things that no longer serve you in the mind. And so Geo the Slow is saying that you can sit back and relax now, Jen. And you have this wonderful human being or people. This might be your family, but I am feeling a specific person around you that is by your side. That's with you in the long haul, and it's like there's no more of this survival mode. Just like we have to get to Isengard, like. And there's all of this pressure, you know, because every day that passes, like Frodo is basically dying. It's just really awful, you know. But now there's no more of this ticking time bomb anymore, and now you get to just really relax because now you're at the Shire, and you get to just enjoy life now, and you get to just slowly build up this thing with no outside force that's pressuring you to get something done at a certain time. There's no more of this scarcity or survival mode or fight or flight or, you know, however it applies to you, but you just get to sit back and relax now. And yeah, there's just going to be this sense of like, yeah, yeah, just being completely at peace. And you know, there's no rush, there's no ache anymore, there's none of that, and you just get to just float on a floaty and drink your martini and just look up at the clouds and just enjoy life. That's the image that I'm getting. And lastly, we have Faf the Footer, which is all about being present, being here now, connecting back to earth. So yeah, there might be some healing that needs to be done, but it's mostly about grounding yourself, Gemini. It's mostly about grounding yourself and connecting back to yourself, and knowing that you do have your power, that you just are, and you've achieved the impossible. You really have. And I applaud you, Gemini. Like, I bow down to you, okay? You are so awesome, and this is just confirming that you have or you're about to achieve the impossible, and you know, it's just all good. And now you have this very strong, stable, amazing foundation to build your whole life from, and there's no more garbage that's pulling at you and trying to drag you down. You're just standing in an open meadow, and just all wonderful things lie in front of you. And I was just getting an image of a person just standing in the middle of a meadow and just thinking to themselves, yep, this is where I'm going to build my home. This is where I'm going to build my village. You know, however that applies. It's just like you're at ground zero, and it's really beautiful because I feel like I'm connecting with a Gemini who was always just trying to fight off just all of this, like, just garbage and people and energies and things that was just always trying to pull them down. So much drama and pain and trauma and all of these things. And now it's just like you're just standing in the middle of a field, and there's nothing. It's just a beautiful day. The birds are singing, there's butterflies out, the flowers are blooming. It's just beauty all around you, and it's just, now there's only things that are here to support you. There's not going to be an extended Gemini, and so it's just gonna be there. And so yeah, this is why I went over a lot. I went over time. So I really hope that this was of value to you and served you greatly. And again, if you would like a personal reading with me, all you have to do is send me a short and sweet email and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And feel free to check out Savannah. They have amazing, beautiful products. I'm sure that they, crystals and essential oils would be very beneficial for you at this time, perhaps even getting a singing bowl and just playing with that. And my 30% coupon code is down below or right here. And know that you are never ever alone. You are so, so loved, Gemini. And always be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Take care. Bye.